Hi, I'm Glenn Brennison, and I am the Executive Director of a nonprofit military organization called Train Our Troops. We supply veterans and their spouses with free online training and certification programs, and we do it internationally. So any veteran that can have access to the internet can get to all of our courses at trainertroops.org, and our goal is to help get higher paying positions and jobs for military veterans and their spouses. We've been doing this now for about 2 years, and we have various courses that we add every day and every month, and it really helps them build out solutions for businesses. So when companies need different types of people, we're partnering with a lot of companies that actually provide those jobs, and we can have a different level standard and lift them up to get them the higher paying jobs. So we have various solutions and various certification tracks. One of the great things here about channel partners, and specifically Mettel and Granite, they've sponsored us at the last 2 trade shows, and there's just a lot of things that gives the opportunities for veterans to handle and to do that we can invite to events. So we actually have local people that attend these events, and we actually fly in people through their generous donations to get these veterans here, networked and exposed to various people that they wouldn't have a chance to otherwise. So that's really the purpose of our 501c3, is to give those veterans and their spouses a chance at getting some of those different jobs and getting higher paying jobs. So that's kind of what we do from an organization. Channel Partners has been great, where we have booths at every one of these events. And we really just try to promote the different veteran programs that we have. So that's what we do from a Train Our Troops perspective. I think you had a question earlier regarding what we do and the benefits from a military perspective of what actually happens on this floor. Because I think we have a grand total of 34 people that are here that are veterans. I know that we have 4 Purple Hearts. We have various people in the different programs, so they're all here. And I remember right before this, you'd asked me a question about, so what is it? What do the military people get out of this? And I think that's an important part that maybe Tim has a different, Tim can introduce himself, but maybe there's a different flavor here of what actually happens with the military people at these channel partner events.
Yeah, so my name's Timothy Reams, and I'm here with Train Our Troops. You guys brought us out here, which we appreciate. And what this does for us is actually gives us an opportunity to get FaceTime and the experience that we would have never gotten before. You know, before guys would just ask questions like, how do we get this training, or how do we get these jobs that we need, as to where when you guys stepped in and brought us out here, those kind of answers the questions that we have. And it actually helps us get around and know that people are here for us, and you know, wanted to say thank you for everything you guys have been doing for us.
No, certainly our pleasure. It's funny, Granite and Mettel on a daily basis in the professional world, we compete, but I think it's very clear that we're teammates when it comes to the idea of supporting our troops, supporting the men and women who've made the decision that they're going to protect our country. And the idea that post-service, there's requirements and there's needs for a next phase in life. Being able to support that and be part of that, and perhaps guide people into making make the decisions what's next for them professionally and in their establish a career. I can't think of a more important thing to be part of. So proud to be here with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'll just add to that. I mean, we're honored to be part of this the last couple of years, and I do love the Granite and Mettel working together on that too, and many more companies I think do want to get involved. You know, I think from our end, you look at this digital economy that's going on, and right now the need for really smart, well-organized, highly motivated, analytical, organized people again. There's just such a need, and we look at the background of many folks coming out of the military. It's amazing. Yeah. And these are the kind of folks that we're frankly profiling to bring into our fast-growing company. We added 125 people last year. Probably add another 125 here by the end of 2018. And I think a military background really kind of brings in the kind of employee who's ready to hit the ground and run hard. Yeah, and that's definitely great. That's something we value.
Yeah, I think for me, one of the best things that I got out of this is you have a lot of vets that do need help. You have a lot of companies such as yours that want to help us out, but sometimes there's just a gap. And so for Train Our Troops, it really helps me, for example, to bridge that gap and meet individuals like you, get the training that we need and the jobs that we need. So for me, this thing is awesome. It's just fabulous for us. It really helps us out.
one of the things that we've done, I was speaking to the head of our talent recruitment group this last week before I flew out, and to echo the comments about having people who are disciplined, who've been trained, who are looking to take that next step. We've been fortunate enough to add this past year over a dozen veterans to our ranks, as well as we're fortunate enough the CEO of our company is on the board of a group called Soldiers Legacy Fund that they raise funds to ensure that the children of veterans who've made the ultimate sacrifice in the last 2 Gulf Wars have the opportunity to go to college. So anything that we can do that makes a difference, and it starts with the families, and it starts with the individuals who want to take the next step beyond the military. So I'm glad what we're doing is helping you and others, and we look forward to being part of it for a long time.
Absolutely, thank you very much.
Yeah, I would just add a comment of, maybe not so much for right now, but after this, what else can companies like Mettel and Granite be doing? Because there's many other things. In many ways, the organization you started, it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, there's so many cool different things that we're involved with. For an example, some people don't donate. They say, listen, we want to have our people integrated with your people, and they build out courses with us. So every one of the courses we do online, they're professionally scripted, they're professionally voiced, they're animated, all the tests are online, and we group those with different certification packages as we grow each month with new courses. So anybody in the world, 24/7, from an iPhone to an iPad to a computer, they can have all of our courses streaming on their system, so they can be deployed in taking these. A really good thing about this, and I'll get to another part of your question, we want to support the entire veteran family unit. So we actually, if the deployed person is gone, we're going after the spouse. We want to lift that whole unit to get a higher paying job or more skills, and something that's very unique, in addition to just a monetary donation, we're pairing up with people to create their onboarding programs for their own companies. So for an example, we have loan officers. We built programs out for eBay where we have 9 courses to get these people to take them before they even come on board. So we're really, strangely enough, doing a lot of onboarding. So all these courses on how to handle a difficult customer, how to do a SWOT analysis, how to implement a customer advisory board. All of these solutions are bundled tracks on our program so that they can get them, update their resume, build their connections, and then go ahead and get staffed. So there's a lot of things that companies like you guys are doing in addition to other pieces, and they look at spots in their company to say, could we automate that? And if you can automate it and we can script it and do it, we can now launch it to hundreds of thousands of people. So there could be 100,000 vets worldwide right now on our system testing, and we have a great platform. It can handle anything. So we're just trying to push this all the way down to the user and let them learn and get the templates and be able to do it themselves. We have a gentleman here named Ron Sable, and he actually created his own LLC based off our stuff. He had to fly out because he's his own company and he's too busy. That's cool.
That's
so,
great news.
Anyway, so sorry I'm getting waved at. So thank you guys again so much. You guys are great.
And if I will one more time, that something that always gets overshadowed by the veteran is the spouses back home that are having to pick up, unroot everything, their whole family, and deploy all the way around the world with them. So for me, that's the backbone of the families right there. And so the fact that gentlemen like yourselves train our troops, they get those spouses the jobs that they need as well. Once they get done, they come back home to the States for good. So thank you for that.
Great to hear. Our pleasure, and thank you very much for your service.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Very much.
Thank you guys.